Good afternoon, guys, and welcome back to this educational series that we are doing, an extension of the podcast focused on covering the top cryptos in the space and what I predict they're going to do here in 2023. Today, we're going to be talking about Hedera Hashgraph HBAR, and I think what separates it the most and what makes it exciting, what they're doing, and the potential for them to have a really, really good year. And I think it's going to surprise a lot of people how good the hash graph mechanism is and where HBAR can go price-wise and how it can grow as an ecosystem, and it's growing tremendously. So make sure to like and subscribe if you haven't already down below, and share this with someone that you think would like to learn more about Hedera Hashgraph and HBAR. Let's get into it. All right, so let's do an overview of Hedera. They have something called a hash graph. It's different than blockchain. So for those that aren't familiar with what it is, I'm going to explain that real quick as well. So Hedera Hashgraph is a distributed ledger technology platform that aims to provide fast, secure, and fair transactions at scale. It uses a consensus algorithm called Hashgraph, which is based on directed acyclic graph DAG technology. This algorithm allows transactions to be processed asynchronously and without the need for energy-intensive mining processes. Additionally, Hedera Hashgraph offers features such as smart contracts, file services, identity services, and more to enable developers to build decentralized applications. Its governance model involves a council of global organizations that collectively make decisions on the network's direction and evolution. Hedera Hashgraph's focus on security, speed, and scalability positions it as a potential competitor to other blockchain-based platforms. So if we look at DLTs, distributed ledger technology, as an umbrella, there's blockchain, and then everything with blockchain: Bitcoin, Ethereum, Litecoin, you name it, Solana, Polkadot. And then there is a hash graph, and it's patented, and Hedera is the only one that uses it. So differences, but also there's some similarities in how they function. So let's look at the potential use cases for Hedera Hashgraph, which include content authenticity, decentralized finance, DeFi, permissioned blockchains, CBDCs, payments, NFTs, decentralized identity, audit logs. Very similar in how they approach for individuals, enterprises, governments, devices, and IoT. And again, all this is controlled by a governing council that run nodes for the Hedera network. And you'd be surprised who is in this governing council. It is incredible. I think they have some of the best partnerships ongoing than any blockchain protocol out there. It's insane. LG, Deutsche Telekom, Boeing, IBM, now Dell. The list goes on and on. I'm not even going to try. There's like 40, 50 something huge, major, like Fortune 500 type of partnerships. You can find them all on the website. Actually, here they are. I put it in here and I completely forgot. Looking at some of the partnerships. For exchanges, they're working with Upbit and Bittrex, which I personally love. Go check out Bittrex. Huobi, OKEx, Liquid, blah, blah, blah. Standards and systems integrations with IBM, with, I can't see it, all these other companies. Security audits and assurance with TRM, QuantStamp, and etc. Explorers like Dragonglass and Kabuto. Council members like LG, Google, Swirlds, Nomura, IBM, Boeing, UCL, and the list goes on and on. Now Dell. Wallets and custody providers: BitGo, Ledger, Coinomi, etc. SDKs, JavaScript, Go, blah, blah, blah. Token issuers. I actually don't know a number of these token issuers, or maybe I just can't see it. But there are so many people and partnerships involved with the ecosystem. If you go to the website, you can see a lot of this stuff. I got this one off of ZDNet, but it's very easy to find online, and they update it quite often. They're very good at their communication, so you can check out their partnerships there. But it's very extensive in what they're working on, and in a minute you're going to be surprised what types of applications they have already, use cases. Another thing to mention is their energy efficiency. More than pretty much every other major blockchain out there, they are incredibly energy efficient, using 0.000003 kilowatt hours per transaction. It's better than Binance Coin, Solana, Neutron, Avalanche, Visa itself, Algorand, Tezos, Ethereum, Polkadot, Cardano, Elrond, you name it. It's crazy. This is on the Hedera website. Go check that out. They are really aiming to be net neutral or carbon negative, and I commend them for that. So they're really making it possible in the space and proving that Hashgraph is, barring some kind of circumstance in the future, is as good as blockchain. It's going to be interesting to see how those two things compile. Now, looking at the applications for Web3, Saucer Swap is one of the biggest ones to start the year. Tremendous amount of volume and transactions has been running through their DeFi deck, Saucer Swap. They have Hashport for interoperable digital assets, Zeus Market for NFTs, Heliswap for DeFi, Stater Labs for liquid staking, Hashgraph.name for HBAR domains, Aeon for a digital world. I think they're building like a metaverse. Galaxy is another big one. It's a social marketplace. DaVinci Graph, which I'll talk about again in a little bit. They're creating AI tools, kind of like ChatGPT, very similar. Mint Bar for creating NFTs. And this is just a very short list. There are so many more Web3 applications. Just go to the website. Enterprise applications. WePay was a recent one where they're enabling banking for the unbanked in both Africa and the Caribbean. ServiceNow for multi-party workflow productivity. Atma.io for product-based inclusion in the cloud. Coupon Bureau for manufacturer promotions. Miko for personal data control. MTech, which has been around for a while, some might be familiar with, for creating CBDC frameworks for central banks. HaitiPay HaitiPay for financial services for Haitians. Lithos is a AAA game development studio. Safe for digital healthcare. DataDash for ag supply chain, primarily in Australia, but this could roll out anywhere. And there's a massive list. This is just a few for the enterprise applications as well. Again, go to the website. They have lists upon lists of use cases and applications in enterprise space, for governments to individuals, and DeFi and NFTs, and it's wild what they're doing, and no one's talked about it. They've been so quiet for so long. Just looking at the recent news, they brought on the former acting comptroller for the USOCC and the former CLO of Coinbase, Brian Brooks, joined the HBAR Foundation. That's a huge win for them. Their mainnet has processed over 4 billion transactions as of February this year, all driven by retail users and their ecosystem. That tells you a lot about their use cases, a lot about their applications. Like I mentioned earlier, Dell has joined the Hedera Governing Council as well. DaVinci Graph is something I mentioned earlier as well, that's set to launch the first AI-powered NFT marketplace. They also partnered with WePay again to help banking the unbanked in a couple of regions, Africa and the Caribbean. They're constantly in the news. Like, their communication skills are very, very good, and they're actively working and partnering to get people to use Hedera's network. I'm very impressed by it. And they're also one of the few 7 cryptocurrencies compliant with ISO 222, just like with Stellar. Go figure. Who knows what they could be used for? And we've interviewed them on the podcast. I've interviewed Lehman Baird, and he's a brilliant guy. I got to be honest, absolutely brilliant. And he's one of the few reasons I invest in HBAR as well. So here's my price prediction for HBAR. Again, this is not financial advice. Do your own due diligence and be smart. So 25 cents, I think, in 2023 is going to be my target for HBAR. I think there's some hurdles it really needs to get over, including that 10-cent line. But I think once it does, it's going to fly. And I think 25 cents is, again, a conservative mark, but I think by the end of the year, it can stabilize around 25 cents, maybe a little bit higher, around 30. And again, if we go into a good year in 2024, there's no reason we shouldn't be able to get over $1 for the first time. I think the Hedera network is posting enough transactions and volume and is competing at a high enough level to be worth well over $1. So by the time we're in a full bull market, we've been in a bear market forever now, full bull market swing, through the halving in 2024 into 2025, we should be able to push over $2. We should be able to get close to $3. So I'm going to say $2.50. These are just my marks for it. This is just where I think it's trending. Again, if you look at the chart, we're fucking bottomed out in everything. There's nowhere to go but up. So it's a matter of scaling this to size and looking at the amount of transactions that have been coming in on the network and that volume. The last time that happened was the last time we saw it spike, just a year and a half, 2 years ago. So I think we're in for an upside reversal. I think it's coming. And I think 2023 is going to mark the beginning of the bull market if it hasn't already. And 25 cents seems about right. Like the video, please. Subscribe to the channel. We're doing this as often as we can. And please comment your thoughts. Would love to know what you think about Hedera Hashgraph and HBAR. And if there's something that you've come across recently that might be interesting that maybe I don't know or someone else hasn't seen, please share it in the comments. We'll chat about it. And if there's anything in particular you want me to cover in the next video, let me know and we'll be sure to do that. Take care, guys. Stay safe trading out there.